Suing pa sa kantikon Northeast MediaHub po na rimchakswa. Ang arugan si Armarak na simang nadaan ni kubarang ko sulsul para katinga. Mongorbal Salo Meghalaya Doknis Kotong Minister Pa Conrad Kesangma Arodak Chakpas Kotong Minister Pa Preston Tinsong Adok ni Getal MCS Officer Rang Baksa Meghalaya Secretariat ni Yojana Bawano akan gerkangaha Aruya Tokmanyo Matini Director Ram Kumar Badong Pae Bakrangaha. Ya Tokmanyo adok ni Kotong Minister Getal MCS Officer Rang na akan prakangingon ya sal somoy rangwa songosong tunging gepamanderang ni Batan chadamberang songa aro Meghalaya dokpa taldro baeng gepa dok songa ni jana patenba tambe meteng somoyon administrative officer na seoka kumat nanyara na men khatchaan yo nga andi badal be gepa daito ko chilna nangani baw nga ha ni parakangaha. Ya sal somoy rango chadamberang ni nang nakani rangara na mendeng tanga aruna simangan dambe officer rango ngi antang tang ni kamrang ko kaanyo ba chadamberang baksa nambate kamrang ko karim na matgen ni sangma akan ha.
The expectations and aspirations of the youth today are very different from what they were maybe even 10-15 years back. The way they think about the country and the nation and the state and the people here is influenced by many different factors. So what I'm trying to say is, as you go along, you need to realize, as I said, things are changing a lot. It's a very dynamic environment. And so keep this bigger picture in mind. And that's why I always say the purpose is very important. But while you look at the purpose, keep this big picture in mind. So youth is going to be very, very important.
Adok ni namrurus lururuan ni na de plakaman mong songgapong aya ni jana patingon kamtang-tang ko kaanyo pang nan bamgaparangong chinagetas Kotong Minister Getal MCS Officer rangko didiyangaha. Ianas kang adok ni dakchak bas Kotong Minister Preston Tinsong ba Getal MCS Officer rang na akan kupatyan ni rangko nangingon manderang na dangdakyo nanyo pang nan bamgapa kaket kapa aro kamtango bamchep kapong china didiyangaha. Jamano Getal MCS Officer rang adok ni Kotong Minister aro dakchak kapas Kotong Minister baksa dengtang kamrang ni bidengo akan gekangha.
The Assam Royal Global University aims to achieve academic excellence through state-of-the-art infrastructure, skilled and innovative teaching-learning approach and intensive research with its focus on community service for local upliftment, affordable quality education at its best.
Meghalaya adok ko BJP ni sakapan MLA Sanbor Sulay ko Mongorbal atamo adok ni Getal Cabinet Minister ngi adok ni Governor Pasatya Palmalik ni Delanichi kumecetataha. Meghalaya adok ni Kotong Minister Pa Conrad Kesangma ni uyata ni Getade dao depet Sulay na una sing pa portfolio rang ko wana me masiku jainga aruwa salsa salgani ni gisepon yani bidengo Cabinet paksa chanchir manggen. BJP ni State President Ernest Marini set kapachiti ko manswani jaman BJP ni sakapan MLA Sanbor Sulay ko Cabinet to rumnaps kanati kaangaha ne basang ma parakataha. Skotong Minister ni parakata ni Getade MDA sorkari ko songchenga ni somoyon MDA o bakrameng gapadolrang antang-tang na Cabinet to tekat kaman biap rang ko swal rakira na tikaman na hacham aruwan daken BJP dolba Cabinet ni biap ko MLA sakani ni gisep bo swal rakira ha.
Last year, after we had finished or completed 2.5 years of the MD government. That time there was a discussion and we had changed 2 ministers, one from the NPP and one from the HSPDP. In both cases, there was a verbal agreement that they will be sharing, and accordingly, to ensure that there is no difference in the political party, I had made it clear that the presidents of the parties should inform me in writing or verbally how we should move forward. So similarly, in 2018, when we were forming the government, there was a discussion in the presence of Shri Alphonse, the then Tourism Minister, Government of India, and in charge of Meghalaya, Mr. Nalin Kohli, then the then President, Mr. Shibun Lingdo, and the current Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, and myself and Mr. Santosh Shulai. There was a discussion on the fact that who should be inducted as the Cabinet Minister, and the BJP party discussed in detail, and finally they called me. So we had a discussion in that matter, and in the discussion there was an understanding, and there was a discussion between Mr. Sanbor Shulai and also Mr. A.L. Heck that they will be sharing the the minister berth. Accordingly, and this was in front of all the other senior leaders of the BJP.
자송 담배랑니 묵항치 장기 장안유 우아망나 크라그빠 감랑코 바세 एर 안유 불시 담배오니 아간쿠 파티아니랑 치닥착아니랑코 나묵송이 아독니스코 통 미니스터 파콘렛 케상마 몽골발 살로 비디오 컨퍼런스 그따 메리 멘토 앤 에듀텍 벤처코 아도코 아바칭아티 운낭하 Iako abachenga teo na o skotong minister niya kananganyo high school ba higher secondary school rangko machot nas kangan bisarang ni school pore matengon mukhang chijanggi tangani gemen cholko ba se era anyo uamang nanam gepa agan ko patyani rangko nagatanang chongmot gepa nga mere mentor rara badita ba bilsirang na sandir katenye mong mentor team aru yako abachengat gepa sorap kesing ham angni nung tui chan chinungi kamrangko kaba ani bitesa nga Yako abachenga teo nani magsonganian songni gadang ko mukhangchi thangduat naman gani gepa India songni chadamberang ni jangi thangani ko deng thangat na gata onga.
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Mere Mentor for this new program that they're starting, Pathway to Your Passion. And I'm very glad and very happy that they invited me to be a part of this program, because I am very much a strong believer in this concept, and I am somebody who has been also pushing this in my governance agenda in my state also. We have recently passed a youth policy for the state, and the reason why we feel that the youth policy is maybe one of the most important policies that any state or any country, especially in India, should have, any state in India should have, is because of the fact that we have the largest population of the youth. And
Shillong Songjin Mani Men Secretariat Mkhango Asongi Jingjeng Atingani Gman Mongolbal Salo Meghalaya Doknis Kotong Minister Pakonret Kesangma Tma Urangli Jukini Dilgapa Angela Rangatni Kamko Jigalataha Doka Hajira Ka Aicha Ingparang na Sorkari Nikura Chakaman Tangka Paisarang ko Jenga Nemat Nangen Barangat Secretariat Mkhango Asongi Jingjeng Atingacham Nenak Namana Andak yung ingon, sorkari ni kura chakaman scheme na gemagsaklak ni hajal kolgrak mandirang dorgas togal laha. Andi ba dorgas togal gapa mandirang ni bimangrang ko NIC aro Labor Department na meni piltayon andita sak mandirang ni kumibio ba hajal kola chibonga ba hajal sot primang de totle se gaman bimangrang song ani gaman den galna nga ha. Aro bimangrang ko den galon saklak sa hajal sot chet priyo na kumiyang ha nesko chong minister talatangen ba ya saklak sa hajal sot chet priyo ni saklak sa hajal sot bunga mandirang na de sorkari niyon gapa kapay sarang kuman suha ni parakataha. May ko ba masidap na nanganirang donggen chmode wari ba ay agan rukena bas sandia na matacham andi ba secretariat mkhango andake asonge jingjeng at tanyara kra anyung ja ne basangma parakataha.
But also to clarify on these issues, the concerned individual has been mentioning about some kind of scam in the amounts that have been given to the 1,80,000 laborers that are there. Let me clarify. There was a list of 2,20,000 people that had come to us. Once the NIC and the Labour Department went into the details, they found out that there were duplicate names, almost 35,000-40,000. And therefore the numbers from 2,20,000 plus came down to 1,84,000. Out of the 1,84,000, 1,50,000 have already received the benefits of this amount. And the rest of the money is in the banks right now. where verification of the account details and more additional papers which are missing for the rest of the approximately 35,000 beneficiaries is still pending.
Yani gaman Labor Department ni Principal Secretary pa GHP Raju Kobor tham gaparang na thala tingon mijabelsi April chichat aro June khang tarikon tangka gongkror kola chichat ponchi sa tangkarang ko cholli bat ki jaga pa kham kha gaparang na kamataha ni parakataha.
There are a lot of allegations made through in this email complaint. So I want to make the picture very clear. The last year, the government of Meghalaya has earmarked an amount of rupees 38 crore 31,100. I repeat, 38 crore 11 lakhs 31,100 earmarked for as an immediate benefit to the poor laborers and the workers who lost their livelihood because of this COVID lockdown 1. So this amount was released in 2 installments on 18th April 2020, one installment. The second installment was released on 10th June 2020. The total amount was 38.11 crore.
Ministry of Home Affairs ni nang omong songgupa chelchak kapadol Central Reserve Police Force pilsi sochet katam kapani ko July ni kolrex ni tariko Delhi songjun ma omanyang ha. Ye chelchak kapadol ko bilsi chachi isku kolachi isku July kolrex ni achion uko Crown Representatives Police ni samang chengacham. Andiba bilsi chachi isku sot brisku ni December kolrex chet tariko sa CRPF ek ni nang Central Reserve Police Force ni donska aha. Shillong songjun ma omanya niyo CRPF tol ni IG Sonal B Mishra Tomanyo siyang kapachel chakapa matkerkrang commander angha arumanya ni bakata bol pang chabunga ko ba nongsha jologi angha.
We have conducted the plantation today, which is in continuation of our efforts to plant saplings all across Assam and Meghalaya. About 2.5 lakh saplings are being planted in both the states Assam and Meghalaya. And in Meghalaya, we are planting in the East Khasi Hills and in Garo Hills, mainly in Tura.
Sombar salo Assam aro Mizoram adok ni sima jolo dolgani denggerkani chi Assam ni sipai sakpunga aro ramraman de saksasiangan baksana sak sotok manderang sakhanaan nirang komatna ni jaman Forest Reserve pa akhang gemen burung bolgram rangon yam green aptrana manjana gata ya burung bolgram rango chelchak china gata Supreme Court ko ditigen ne mongobal salo Assam adok ni Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma pharakang ha Dolgani denggerkan yo siang gapasipai rang na wadeng thangman sa silcharo bon kame mandera apils ka ani ko batakang ha Yani bidengo kobora tham guparang na chalatani ko nangingo na adok tamgani ni gisepo dong gupa burung bolgram rango rama rangko tharinga aru abachatna gata wenga niko satellite ni noksarango nakna manenga aru ya ko Assam sorkari on chana manjawa ne Sarma parakata ha Ya burung bolgram rangko chelchakna gata chinga Supreme Court ko didigen newa agana ha Sombar salo Mizoram adok ni manderang baksa dengger kepani bidengo talatani ko nangingon adok tamgani ni gisepo meligr ki janiera ani gemenongja endiba khanggemen burung rangon aptra engani gemen saung enga Chngoni de burung rangon aptra ai songdonga chagparang dongjachem endiba Mizoram adok chingna sakhi ko naman genchmode chinga burung rango songdong geparang ko tharaken arkalgen ne Assam ni Chief Minister parakataha Assam ni aau gepena dokrang naptra naman jawa neba Sarma agan ha Sombar salo adok tamgani ni gisepo so jengjengong angani jaman ya border post oniko sipai dolang ko ragal china gatama mung sorkari adok tamgani nagi etani ko nang hacham.
This is not a political issue. This is a long-standing border dispute. When Buddha side Congress government was there, that point of time also that this dispute was there. When Mr. Torun Gogoi was in Assam and Mr. Lal Khanhala was in Mizoram, that point of time also that dispute was going on. Enforcement was there. So these are dispute basically between two states. It is not between two political parties.
Chinga de sipairang ko ragalataha endiba Mizoram de ragal kujenga. Chinga chingni sipairang ko border post ni meter chasa chelau don skainga ne Sarma parakataha. Sima rango til chakani ko nagata Assam Sorkari dol gatam komandorang ko Mizoram adokni sima jol rango donggapa Kachar Karimganj aro haila kandio donatken neba Assam ni Chief Minister parakataha. Yarang sanda ali koborang niswani na simang sakantikon matela na simang gatal koborang ko nagsuna aruk na sunas kode www.hubnetwork.in website to nariangi kulini naman gen aro na simang daode Google Play Store aro Apple App Store ni ko Hub News app ko download kae gatal bat ba koborang ko knaang na aro ni naman ganok unigaman na simang gatal koborang ko man sunas kode ya app rang ko download kae chakal chok pago na medongbo simsake dongbo aro sorkari nyon gapanyam rang ko jaruk tokpo sakantikon matela.